Okay people, Noel here, Commissioner of the International League. I'm making this video as there's been some confusion over my keeper rules, and I don't want to change my keeper rules, but I want to make sure everybody understands them and how to use them to find value within your keeper. So I'm making this video to show you how to do that. So first off, as you can see, I've got the NFL.com homepage in front of me. So we will click on Fantasy, go to the leagues. There's the International League. I'm England. Click on the league. And there's our homepage. We will leave that there for now. And now we will go to the website, thefanpub.com, the forum. I've already preloaded it here. This is the home page, so this is the page that'll load up when you go to the FanPub. Now, click on categories, click on fantasy leagues. There we go, top one, International League. Boom. We go back to the top, the beginning. So there's all the teams. Scroll down, that's our draft date and the keeper deadline for this year. So you need to pick your keepers by Friday, August 26. So make sure you remember that, because I need you to pick your keepers. Well, I think you only get one keeper in there's the keeper rules. Yeah, you only get one player. So this is the keeper rules here. And I've tried to explain here, due to a misinterpretation in another league that I run, how my keeper league's rules work. Now, this is how it is. You can keep one player, any player you like. If the player was a keeper last season, whether it was your keeper or somebody else's, if they're kept again this season, they will go up one round. Now, the easiest way to check that is every thread. Each year I have a new thread for my leagues. So this is the International League, year 13, 2022. So this is this year's thread. But if you search about in the menus, you can find last year's thread and so on and so forth. But to make it easier for you, until this year's keepers are set, I have loaded up a picture, if you scroll down, of last year's keepers. So keep going down. There they are. So these were the keepers that people kept last year. So as you can see, I can highlight that up by clicking on it. So if anybody keeps a player that was kept last year, so that's only the ones that are listed here. And these are the rounds that the players cost in blue last year. I don't know if my mouse is coming out on the video. I hope it is. Now, if Australia or whoever keeps Saquon Barkley again this year, obviously he can't go up anymore because he was a round one keeper last year, so he'll be round one again. But if someone was to keep Chris Godwin, wide receiver Tampa Bay, if someone was to keep him again this year, as he was a round 11 keeper last year, he would go up one round, so he would be a round 10 keeper this year. Justin Jefferson was a round 7 keeper last year, so if he's kept this year, he'd be round 6. You get it? Ryan Tannehill, he was kept last year, he cost Germany round 10. This year, if Germany kept him or anybody else kept Ryan Tannehill, he'd cost you your 9th round pick. Pretty simple. Now, any player that wasn't a keeper last year, so any player that's not on that list, will cost the exact round they were drafted in last year. So to check that, you have to go back to the league. So here's the league homepage. What you do is you click on history up here, click on 2021 season because that was last season. Then click on draft results and it will show you our live draft from last year. So you can look at them by round, all the players, or you can search by team. So I'm just going to pick a guy at random now. Let's say Tom Brady. So I don't know who had Tom Brady last year. So what I would do is, if someone's chosen Tom Brady as their keeper this year, I'd have to go through each round to find where he was drafted. So this is round 1, and he's not there. So this is how I do it for everybody's keeper. Round 2, click on round 2, go down. Still no Tom Brady. So go to round 3. Doesn't surprise me. Quarterbacks don't go that early. No. Still no Tom Brady in round 3. So round 4. No. Russell Wilson. I took a quarterback early. Round 5. Have a quarterback, but not our Tom. Round 6. There he is. Tom Brady. He was drafted by Wales in round 6. So if anybody kept Tom Brady this year, he would cost around 6. He would cost you a round 6 draft pick. Now, the last thing to mention, going back here, is keepers cost you your original draft pick. So if you don't own your original draft pick anymore, for the round you want your keeper to be kept in, the keeper will go against your next highest draft pick going up. So it doesn't matter if say you wanted to keep Tom Brady, if you've got a round 6 draft pick, but it wasn't your original pick, it has to be a higher pick than where you should have been, not a lower one in the same round. If it is a lower one, then I go the other way. So that's the only other way a keeper could cost you a higher round than what he should do, is because you haven't got a draft pick in his applicable round. But that should be rare to happen unless you've traded away loads of draft picks and you no longer have your original one for the round where you want to keep your player. So hopefully this video has made it a bit easier to understand how I do the keeper rules. Don't get mixed up with other people saying how they think the keeper role should be, but this person was cut or this person was dropped off of it. Doesn't matter. Don't care if a player drops. I don't care if a team drops a player. Another team's not going to get value any different to the player dropping. Okay, it's where they were drafted in last year's draft, and that is it. Now, if you want to keep a player for this season that was not drafted at all last year for whatever reason, he wasn't in last year's draft, then you will get him against the last round, which I believe in the International League is round 15. I think we just do 15 rounds of drafting. So that's where you find the value, when you're really lucky and you pick up players in late rounds. And if you look at last year's draft keeper results on this picture, you can see, look, round 12, round 11, round 13. Some people have got some value, where they had people late. Look, Netherlands, James Robinson, round 15. So, a cheap-ass running back. Justin Jefferson, he's a great wide receiver. Round 7, that was value, And so that's what people are looking for, Aaron Jones, running back Green Bay, round 4. That's not bad either. So, look at that. A quarterback for Buffalo, Josh Allen, round 7. So if Portugal keeps Josh Allen this season, that will cost them round 6. To me, that's value. That's what you're looking for. Someone you can keep, and lose a draft pick that would be much later than where you would normally have to draft them. So I hope this video has helped you guys, and that's it.